Hit boy on the beat, so you gotta go berserk.
Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that want to keep you where you've been before. But I can't go, no I can't go. And whoa, sometimes
Something we've only seen less than a handful of times since this franchise was born back in the 90s, and that's Jacksonville hosting in the playoffs as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field. Straight ahead, we pull the curtain on the postseason with an AFC wildcard matchup between the Cleveland Browns and the Jacksonville Jaguars. It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. First and 10, Mayfield. And incomplete to open things up. Nick Chubb, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25. First carry now for Nick Chubb. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6. Mayfield looks to throw. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. First down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a second and 1.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They go with Chubb on second down. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
He's taken.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. He finds Beckham, complete.
Mayfield's pass.
And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
That throw is not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. Well, and you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
17 yards. And the Browns first down.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll get this out wide to Taylor. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games, and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
Minshew going to lead up the Jaguars 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and try to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
It's been a long day for you. Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. I got you, boy. I got you, boy. 51's the mic, 51's the mic. Check tight, check tight, check tight.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Mack Wilson. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. A run for Nick Chubb. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They run. Chubb. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Mayfield firing quickly. It's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. 2-yard gain on the play. On 3rd down, Mayfield. This will be caught at about the 6. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Touchdown, Cleveland.
An 11-yard touchdown. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
6-yard line.
Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
When trying to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
On 2nd down, Minshew. He finds Smith out of the backfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Switch. 80 weapons. Hey, foxtrot.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Jaguars, nothing.
Throwing on 1st down is Minshew. Off to Geis on the screen. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
I got 15. We got trips over here. There's overload.
Here's Minshew. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
You ready? Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. Not today, you are.
Minshew, 1st and 10. He'll fire one deep for Westbrook. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
Watch the eye. Show it up. Show it up. Hey, orbit.
Geis, they'll try to run it. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 8 and a good first step there with 2nd and goal coming up.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. On the ground, Geis. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that, and it wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And Hilliard will elect to not return it.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. Defensively, they were in the 3-4, and that O-line just dominated the D-line there.
Let's go with a verbal telestrator here because that D-line has a nose over the center, and it has the 2 defensive ends over the offensive tackles. That means the guards don't have anyone over the top of them. That creates a natural bubble inside where they sprint upfield, take on the inside linebackers. If the back hits it fast enough, there should be space to run.
Out of bounds at the 45-yard line. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
On 2nd down, Hilliard. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
This is how offensive coordinators earn their money. He thought he was ahead of the curve after first down.
Got 7 yards first down play, but then you get stuffed there on 2nd down, maybe just a yard out of it. Now your advantage is evaporated. The Browns on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 15. 38 yards on the scamper there.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Chubb. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
With the give to Nick.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
C.J. Henderson.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
The Browns on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Touchdown.
A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Browns add on to their lead.
For the point after.
So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Catch made at the 25-yard line. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
It's a pickup of 6.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down, and he'll be tackled at about the 35. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. He gets it in the hands of Geis. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
That's good.
They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Out of the gun is Minshew. And he'll find Hall. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. And he completes it to Westbrook. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That's a gain of 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It's a 47-yard field goal try from here, but instead they're going to opt to go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it. Geis. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
You don't know no better. 41's the mic. 41's the mic. Okay, double it. Hey, wahoo! 41's coming. 41's the mic. You don't know no better.
Now Minshew. Able to find his running back, Geis. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Blue down. Check safety. 6-6, bullet high. 51 the mic. Hey, Alpha. All right, T, let's go. All right, T. Mike, 51.
Minshew sets to throw. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off, and his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They're on 1-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about it.
And now look at him go. He's at the 50. He's at the 30, 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Touchdown.
Nick Chubb in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was, and if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game.
Let's go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10.
Hey, Charlie.
Looking to throw it. Minshew. It's complete to Chris Conley. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. It's Geis on the counter. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
36. X3, 218, chop. Hey! Hey, zoom.
From the 44, Minshew going right side here, and that's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 45-yard line. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 45-yard line. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A gain of 6 there on 1st. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
41's the mark, 41's the mark. Check, 41. Here we go.
Minshew throwing complete to Westbrook. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 2 catches in the 1st half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
At the 22-yard line.
60 out there. Hey, Foxtrot. 51's the mark, 51's the mark. Don't get nervous. Right here.
Again, Minshew looking to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. He was held without a catch in the 1st half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down.
That's good for another.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. It'll be Minshew again. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14.
Makes the score Browns 28, Jaguars 14.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And Hilliard will elect to not return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Hilliard. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 1st downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Chubb. And some room to roam now. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one good for 33 and a 1st.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Chubb. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A.J. Terrell.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Quick throw, and Mayfield completes it. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
3rd down.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
Mayfield's
And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25.
It's a gain of 6.
It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. On 1st down, Hilliard. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The tackle made by K'Lavon Chaisson. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
3rd quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Buying time to his left. And he's going to keep it here. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Browns 35, Jaguars 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that 1st touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. To the left side here for Eifert. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Minshew with a throw complete to Shenault. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns 39. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 39-yard line. From the gun, Minshew to throw. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Adrian Claiborne, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Check it out. Hard. Rush in.
Shotgun handoff to Thompson. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Back to throw. To Thompson on the screen. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
He don't want it. Say, hey, team 6. Team 6.
On 4th down, Minshew. Able to complete this to Shenault. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Throwing on 1st down is Minshew. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Here's Minshew. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And out of bounds right around the 20. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it is incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And this Browns defense stands tall. So they converted their first 2 4th down attempts. Not there. Now they're 2 for 3.
You think maybe the offense coordinator expended a little capital on that one? You know, when you're 2 for 2, you can lobby for that 3rd one, right? Didn't get it there. Maybe now the head coach might not be so eager to go for it as we go forward.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A 2nd and 11 from the 19.
At the 19-yard line.
And again, it's Chubb. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Browns on third down. They haven't been stopped yet. A perfect 7 for 7. This is 3rd and 7. To throw, Mayfield. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
Here's Jamie Gillendow. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10.
At their own 43-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down, 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Out of the gun is Minshew. Connection made with Shenault. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Tyler Eifert there to make the grab. And the Jaguars get a score closer.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Josh Lambo to kick it.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And Hilliard will elect to not return it.
1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started, and they are looking good. A 2-score lead here in this 4th quarter as they hope to capture a spot in the divisional round next weekend. They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
They run it again with Chubb. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been outstanding. 7 first downs and 8 tries. This is 3rd and 9. Mayfield now. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 56 yards.
The Browns' 1st down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mayfield. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. Seibert's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Now, aren't I, though?
Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Saying their fans here are stunned would be an understatement. Things in this wild card round have not gone according to plan. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. That one goes for 30 yards.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now Minshew. Caught Eifert over the middle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down.
Grant Delpit on the coverage.
This is Geis. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Look at me, zipper!
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. And Eifert has it. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. That is caught at the 7-yard line. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Switch! Blue draw Corker. Hey, Charlie! Mike 51! Watch the screen! Hey, Mike. Hey! 51! Get that quarterback, D-line! Get that quarterback! On the ball!
Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Laviska Shenault there to make the grab. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started, and they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Oh, going deep here for Taylor. And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line.
Come on with it, man.
Their season ends here. A tough way to go out.
And the goal was to not just get to the wild card game, which they did, but to win it. And so now, how negative do you look at that?